Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Asset Coach and Tax Strategist. I appreciate you guys being here. If you like our content, give us a couple thumbs up. I don't know, maybe just one, but yeah, maybe throw a thumbs up at the screen. I can't see it, but at least I'll appreciate that. And if you have some comments or questions with that, go ahead and feel free to drop those down below as well. Don't be shy to share us if you like our content and you have conversations with friends over a couple of drinks or coffee or lunch or whatever, and or water cooler talk, and something we say is sparked an interest. Feel free to share us with some of your friends and colleagues. It's not a problem. We appreciate that as well. So today's article is going to be really focused on China. You've heard me talk about China multiple times. California and China tend to be our best viewership. People are really interested in those two communist countries. Those two topics. And so today's, one of the things you've heard me talk about, I've shared a couple other YouTube videos from other people talking about China's collapse, but some good news on China, right? If I'm going to share the bad, I should probably share some of the good, but it's not necessarily all good. And that's, and I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, so to speak, but I'm just trying to be the reality of what's going on. One of the awesome things about capitalism in America is it's like a river. It's going to find a path that it flows best. And if you dam up a river, what happens to that river? It redirects to the least path of resistance. Okay. Now, if there's no path for that water to go, what's it do? It fills up until it finds a path. Okay. And that is the American economy. That's what capitalism is. That's what the flow of the United States, transparency and you and I as consumers, and the spirit of America. Over my head here, America is too great for small dreams. Ronald Reagan. That's the point. Joan of Arc, St. Joan of Arc. I am not afraid. I was made for this. Okay. Can't be fearful. You got to understand, we are the spirit of America. Doesn't matter where you come from. That adds to the spirit, of course. But if you left something, you're coming here because of something. Okay? So don't try to bring your crap from elsewhere to here and make your crap here. You left your crap. If your crap was so good, go stay in your crap. Okay. And I'm not just talking about other countries. I'm talking about other states. I left California, moved to Texas. I despise Californians who come to Texas and try to bring their California crap to Texas or anywhere else. Okay. Go back to your crap. If it was that great, go back there and eat it. Don't bring it here. Okay, because we are the best republic. We are the only time in the world's history that we've had a republic like this that is really on its own. We don't go around the world conquering with guns and ammo. Sure, we have allies. Sure, we have bases and areas. Sure, we want peace in the world because it benefits everybody. Now, yes, there's certain parts of the world where it don't get benefited by it. Right? You can look at the Middle East, but they've been fighting for 5,000 years. Why all of a sudden in year 2023 things are going to be great? Right? So that has nothing to do with money. It has nothing to do with being able to go to the grocery store, grab eggs and milk and pancake mix and have breakfast as a family. That is completely different, right? It's a different ideology. The Republic of the United States is the best that this world has ever seen, which is why it's hated so much. God blessed us and gave us the opportunity to create this country with men of faith, women of faith, and hard work. Okay. Is it perfect? Hell no. Nothing is. We are all man and human. We are all stained with original sin. We are imperfect. So stop freaking trying to make things perfect. Be in the moment. Try to make things better, absolutely. But there is no perfection. Now, why do I bring all this up? I'm not sure. I just go on a rant here. But I bring this up because, here's China, right? Communist country, We despise Russia, communist country. You've heard me say this before. China's been a trade partner. Why? Cheap labor. Let's not be fooled. Okay. Cheap labor. Plain and simple. If Russia had cheap labor, we probably would be trading with Russia, not China, right? China's not transparent. They try to act like it, but they're not. And we're starting to see the issues with that. Okay. This is why recently Russia and China are becoming bedfellows, and Iran, right? This axis of evil that was part of World War II is starting to build up again. Russia was our ally in World War II. That was out of convenience. Your enemy is my enemy type thing, right? But it wasn't because we were, bedfellows or anything like that. I don't even know what that word means, by the way, that phrase means, but kind of sounds odd. But at the end of the day, there's a reason why Iran, China, Russia are all getting together. Syria, right? None of them like us. Now, have we been completely fair to them and honest with them as the United States and treated them well? No, we haven't. We have our own baggage, right? We've done dumb shit. Yes, we have. And we continue to do it. And we continue to be lied to as the Republic. Okay. So what I'm trying to do here, back to here, is trying to at least share some information for you and I as business owners, as taxpayers, to figure out what the heck do we need to do, right? What is all this noise and garbage? And a lot of it is noise and garbage, plain and simple. The beautiful thing about YouTube today is that there are a lot of independent news outlets. People who have a background and expertise in news who decide to communicate that with us. So if you're getting all your news from CNBC and CNN, stop it. Stop it. You're a sheep. Okay. You're being lied to. Okay. So YouTube is not everything is accurate in YouTube either. You have to do your own homework. Stop being lazy and do your own homework. Okay. And that's what I'm trying to do here, is trying not to be lazy, trying to do some homework. And the most recent article from Nikkei, Asia Nikkei, yes, I pay for other Financial Times, Asia Nikkei. I pay for other countries' publications. So have some groundwork, some other perspective. Okay. And we have to be able to find truth, or at least enough understanding of what actions and what do we need to do. So here, China's GDP beats forecasts as stimulus measures kick in, which is what they wanted. You're right. They opened up from COVID, and they expected this great return, economic boom and return, and they did see a good spike, but then it dropped back down. They're like, whoa, hang on, what's going on? Why is this? And they still grew by 4.9%. The United States haven't grown by this much in years, but there's a black cloud that lingers. Okay. And a lot of that is because of actions and decisions that they have made in the past. So now they're trying to create this BRICS and de-dollarize, right? Which we're finding some issues with that. You've seen some of my YouTube videos on that. If you haven't, go check it out. And the reality is that they're trying to do so. Now them and Russia are getting together more, and Iran and them are getting to more. And hey, maybe your enemy is my enemy kind of thought process, but there's no honor among thieves, right? So that won't last. It won't last. Okay. At the end of the day, it's short term. So what is the long term? But let's look at this. So China's economic growth slowed to 4.9% on a year in the July-September period, down 6.3 with the quarter before. Okay. So it has slowed down, but there is some growth, which is, again, more than the United States. Is it enough to bypass the United States? No, it's not. The result beats an average market of 4.4, so that's good based on a poll of economists by the Nikkei, as the world's second largest economy looked to be finding a somewhat firmer footing after policy interventions and authorities. Now, one of the things you keep hearing a lot, the world's second largest economy. Okay, let me just put my take on it. This is the United States 2.0 or 1.2, right? However you want to look at it. They're only the second largest economy because of us. Okay, that's it. And this isn't an arrogant comment. This is a reality. We've shifted the majority, if not all of our manufacturing there, right? The American products are the number one things that people like. Cadillac sells more cars in China than they do in the United States. Well, oh, there's more people in China. No, because they love American crap. They love the culture of America, right? But at the end of the day, they only exist because of us. Well, they've bought a lot of bonds from America. Sure, they did, as do other countries, and as does the United States of other countries' currencies. You're supposed to diversify. That's what they all tell us in investing, right? How's currency any different? It's not. It creates stabilization. Did they give us that money for free? No, they're earning an interest on it. They're making money on it. Well, interest rates are higher. So what are they doing? They're all unloading all the bonds that they possibly can. Why? Because, hey, if I could get 5% versus 3%, would I want to do that? Heck yeah. Who wouldn't? So all of a sudden now it's like, oh my goodness, China's unloading their bonds to the treasuries. They're supposed to. That's the problem with inflation and rates going higher. That's the issue that the Fed has to deal with. That there's a market for that. Okay, that's the tough job of the Federal Reserve. Okay, but you go on to look at the third quarterly basis, 1.3 higher than 0.8 GDP. I mean, I can keep going through this. I don't know if you're going to be too excited about this. These are just basic economic numbers. My whole point in this is that hey, they're still seeing some stimulus. They put some money into the economy, just like we did the United States. And what happens when you put money into the economy? Something happens. It's supposed to. It's supposed to encourage business. It's supposed to encourage growth. It's supposed to. If it doesn't, then oh my goodness, you really fail. But what they're seeing is not the growth that they want or they expected from a year ago to now. They have to have a certain type of growth. Okay. We have 340 million people or something like that in the United States. They've got over 1 billion people. It's ridiculous how many people. They've got more cities with 1 million plus population than we have cities with 200,000 population. I mean, it's just there's a lot of people, and they're all leaving farmlands, coming into the cities, because that's where you can have access to jobs and food and all the necessities, which creates more control for the government. As a communist country, that's important to them. So when they're leaving their farmlands, what's it creating? The Gobi Desert is growing because of that. So they're shrinking and shrinking and shrinking, then they go higher and higher and higher. Okay, that's a recipe of disaster. We're trying to do the same damn thing here in the United States. You look at all the big cities, what's happening? More condos, more high rises, trying to bring more people into a densely populated period. That's A, leads to control. B, that's a disaster waiting to happen. Death rates will start going up. You'll find illnesses and health issues increase. Okay, we need our space. We can't be on top of each other. We need our space. We need each other and be around each other. We can't be on top of each other. Okay, that's why the sky and the clouds stay high. They don't fall on our head. Okay, we need space, right? You feel claustrophobic when you're always in. There's this negative energy that comes around that. Okay, so it's a recipe of disaster. So even if it's not in this generation, the next generation, if things go as they are, there's going to be huge death rates in China. There's going to be huge death rates in our cities. There's going to be more illnesses that populate, spread of illnesses, which gives the government the opportunity to have more control in lockdowns, control food supplies, control water supplies, control what you do, what you can't do. Wake up, people. This is the plan. Okay? The devil creates chaos, and he uses power, pride, and ego as the driving force to do that. Money happens to be part of that. Okay, so just keep your eyes open. Understand that, a lot of this information, it's good information. What's this mean to you as a business owner, a taxpayer? Keep doing what you're supposed to be doing. Keep having dinner with your family. Keep talking to your kids. Spend time with your family and friends. Continue to be in your environment. Go to church. Praise Jesus for giving you what you have. Okay, be thankful. Have gratitude. Love one another. Hug each other, for goodness sake. In church, shake hands. When peace be with you, shake hands. Okay, I was just at a conference and a guy came up to me, give me a knuckle bump. I went to shake hands, and then he went to shake hands, and I went to knuckle bump because we're having this odd. And so we ended up shaking hands, and he's like, hey, I never know if someone's a knuckle bumper or a handshaker. I said, I'm a hugger. And there was like 2 or 3 guys that were there, and they both went, what? I said, yeah, think about it. When you hug your buddies and your close friends, well, what's it do? It breaks the ice. People love hugs. Just because you're a guy doesn't mean you don't like hugs. It doesn't mean we're going out on a date or anything like that. Just shows you care about each other. We're human, for goodness sake. Show that you enjoy being right with them. Shoot, if you can't hug somebody, why in the heck are you spending time with them? go somewhere else. Be with somebody else. That's my philosophy. But I get it. So anyways, I don't even remember what this freaking episode was about, but I guess it's just Bob's rant. So I hope you enjoyed Bob's rant, and if you liked my rant, give me a thumbs up, give me some comments down below. If you want to hear more ranting, I've got way more ranting I got a buckets full down the hallway. But appreciate you being here, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Take care.